Let's talk about the Galactic Patrol conspiracy. I've been thinking about this for a while, and something just doesn't sit right with me about the Galactic Patrol. How come they do nothing about Frieza or the Frieza Force? Not just the surface thoughts of Frieza was too strong for the Galactic Patrol. No, I'm talking about how come we hear almost nothing about them for decades. My theory is that the Galactic Patrol actually answers to Frieza. They are the space police for a Frieza-controlled galaxy. Think about it. Frieza has to be in control of both sides. Why would Frieza, the guy who ends planets and whole races for fun, even let a policing body exist? We're told that the Galactic Patrol is scared of Frieza because they can't handle him at all, and that's why we're supposed to think they let him do whatever he wants? But is that even remotely close? Frieza far outclasses any soldiers the Galactic Patrol has. And we're not even going to talk about Mirrors, because if Mirrors had been there the whole time, surely the Frieza Force would be destroyed. Vegeta and Nappa captured and destroyed presumably dozens, if not hundreds, of planets for Frieza. All while the Galactic Patrol did what? They were nowhere to be found for decades. I get Vegeta and Nappa were far stronger than the average Frieza soldier unit, but the Galactic Patrol just let them be out there blowing up planets. They couldn't ambush them with a ton of Galactic Patrol members, a bunch of weapons and traps. Maybe not Vegeta and Nappa because they were the elite warriors, but to do nothing for decades. They didn't want to risk a war with Frieza, but they could have set a trap for some of the Saiyans here and there, especially because all the Saiyans were supposed to be like under 2000 power level. I mean, come on, if Goku with Super Saiyan Blue can get caught off guard and almost killed by a single gun blast, surely the rest of the Saiyans and the Frieza Force, who couldn't sense energy, would be way easier to ambush. For literal decades, the Galactic Patrol didn't try to train elite soldiers to become stronger to deal with the problem. It's almost like no one in the galaxy, the universe, understands the concept of training to get stronger. You want to convince me they dealt with the Frieza clan for presumably hundreds of years, and they didn't have any plans to deal with them? No. The reason we don't hear much about the Galactic Patrol until Frieza is dead is because they no longer have to answer to him. When do we first see Jacko? When Frieza is about to be revived and he's coming to Earth. Jacko is the only Galactic Patrol member that cares about Frieza being defeated, because the rest of the Galactic Patrol works for him. And I know Jacko has his own series and he's been to Earth before and everything, but in the main Dragon Ball series, we don't see Jacko until then. That's because Frieza has them as his secret police. He knew there would be some sort of resistance against him. He was controlling both sides from the shadows. You really think this guy would be the king? The Galactic King? Controlling the Galactic Patrol? You think Frieza would let there be a king? He called himself the Emperor of the Universe. He wouldn't allow some floppy thing to be king in his universe. Frieza definitely knew there would be people working against him, and we know Frieza is very smart and conniving. I believe the Galactic Patrol encountered Frieza. He utterly destroyed them, of course, but he saw a better purpose than killing them. Frieza knew he needed some sort of policing force because he would not be bothered to deal with every nuisance. He's not going to have his Frieza Force do it. The Galactic Patrol is just his way to monitor the universe and any planet who wants to rebel against him. I mean, surely if someone wanted to rebel against him, they would try to contact the Galactic Patrol for help. He also kept them around to have some sort of prison. After all, there are a lot of criminals who don't work for him, or at least not directly, and they commit crimes all over his worlds, his empire. We see there's a lot of people in the Galactic Patrol prisons in the manga. Someone has to jail them, and Frieza's not going to send the Ginyu Force for that. The Ginyus are his elite warriors. They can't even be seen caring about what happens to people in the galaxy. They have to be Frieza's right arm and evoke fear. I don't want to go too much into the manga spoilers until it gets animated, but it's even worse in the manga. The Galactic Patrol serves a clear role in Universe 7. They maintain the Galactic Prison and supposedly keep the peace. What I do think is very interesting about the manga, though, is that we don't hear about the Galactic Patrol until Frieza is back alive. As soon as the tournament of power ends, the Galactic Patrol comes back into the picture. They were out in the universe doing nothing, but once Frieza comes back to take control, they're active again. They didn't come to interfere with Frieza when he came back to Earth with Broly. They come looking for Boo? How convenient is that? When Earth is in trouble, because of Frieza, they don't show up. Mecha Frieza comes to Earth, and where's the Galactic Patrol to warn them? Where's the Galactic Patrol to intercept them? Where's the Galactic Patrol looking for Goku like they were in Resurrection F? Nowhere to be seen. And Broly, when he shows up, they just let it all happen. I get that Broly's way out of their league, but the Galactic Patrol doesn't even bother to go to the planet or send them a message. Send Jacko? Something is very suspicious about them just doing nothing when it comes to Frieza. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thanks for watching.
My loyal subjects, your patience was not in vain. For as you can see, the Emperor of this universe is back.